Hi guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution, and I'm here today to bring you a message from Spirit for all signs, anyone who felt drawn to this message. Keep in mind it's general, so take what you feel does resonate for you and disregard the rest, but go about your day and know that no matter what messages come through today, it's still up to you and how you integrate this guidance. So for all my subscribers, thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. You mean the world to me. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. If it resonates at the end, please feel free and subscribe. Join the journey with me and let me encounter your energy more often. It'd be wonderful to have you along this ride. So I'm just going to start by asking Archangel Michael to join us and Archangel Sandalphon again to guide, guard, bless, and protect myself, this reading, and any of you who would ask for it, to use me as the clearest channel possible and to only deliver messages for the highest good of those of us watching. So I'm first off going to start out by bringing through an animal spirit guide that might be here this month, or this month. Whenever you get this, today, this week, this month, this year, just an animal spirit guide that is wanting to come through today. So Spirit, what messages do you have? We get donkey and hedgehog at the bottom. Look at this gorgeous card. Sorry about the glare, guys. Look at that noble, beautiful creature, the donkey. Keep your heart open no matter what. And this is so important. I'm going to take hedgehog too. And they showed me horse under that, so I want to take that, and then we'll pick another one too. But what's so important about keeping an open heart is that throughout all of our experiences, sometimes when we get hurt or when things are difficult, our response is to close the doors, close that up, and nobody's getting in. But when we do this, we hurt ourselves more than we hurt anyone else. So I feel like the donkey is coming here through today to remember that when we come from an open heart, when we connect to the magic of the universe as well, that's where the magic starts. And that's where we can live a true, authentic life as well, because we're keeping an open heart. We're open to the experiences around us. The hedgehog under here as well, if you can see this beautiful card. And these are by, who is it? Diana Cooper, for anyone who's interested in this card. But be a magnet for light, love, and joy. Archangel Gabriel and Mother Mary are the associated angels for this, and Archangel Gabriel is here. So Archangel Gabriel as well helps us with communication. So some of you as well, that when remembering when we're communicating with the divine, the more we keep our heart open as well, the more we're attracting that energy to us. And this horse card, oh my God. Care for others and let them be free. And this is, again, Mother Mary and Archangel Christiel. But the horse is noble, and there's something about the third eye connection as well. If you can see, this horse is kissing here. The unicorn is touching here. Just a minute, guys. I apologize for the background noise. My neighbor is doing something with power tools and my children are home, so again, I apologize. But I feel like this is asking you to keep an open heart and keep an open third eye, as well as I heard crown chakra. And what I heard is you will be anointed, okay? Let's get one more message here. So for some of you, again, donkey, horse, hedgehog, they may be really important animal totems for you. Is there any other animal messages before we move through? Thank you. Giraffe as well is at the bottom, and I love this card. Aspire to higher knowledge and wisdom, Archangel Jovial, right? Seeing above the clouds, seeing above the trees, being able to reach things that are maybe out of other people's grasp. And when you keep an open mind and when you become a magnet for love and light, you can reach things that may seem like you couldn't reach before. They were out of your grasp before. When you come into alignment with them, then they're ready for you. The goat. Let me see that. Act from your innate wisdom. Archangel Perlamec and Pan, the god of nature. As well as I feel like with this goat is almost connecting with the sun. Again, the god of nature, connecting with the world around us and remembering that we are interconnected with all of the other creatures in the world, as well as spirit. Sometimes you can't see it, but don't doubt that it is there. And using and acting from your own innate wisdom. Again, connecting to this third eye, knowing that you have knowledge that maybe isn't readily available, or it's something that you can't explain, you can't hold it in a tangible way, but you just know. So keep that heart open. Express your love, express your joy, care for yourself, care for others, be this beautiful human being that you are, and know again that every action that you take, you have a choice in how you do that. So, as well as, again, this has wisdom with it, right? So, acting from your wisdom, aspiring to higher knowledge and wisdom as well. And as well, when we keep our hearts open, we see things a little differently because we may choose forgiveness more often. Not only that, but when we keep our hearts open, we know that we've been through experiences, we've been through challenges, and other people more than likely are going to do this as well. So this also allows us to give a little bit more grace where it's due. I'm going to bring a message now from the Messages from Life Oracle by Mario Duque. I'm just going to get one message as an overarching energy. Well, we got two, so I'm going to keep them with unconditional love at the bottom, and I'm going to keep that too. The bottom under there was I welcome life as it comes, right? Unconditional love. I see light in everyone. I see beyond the personality and feel compassion for all my brothers and sisters of the light. I do not judge anyone, but accept others as they are. I feel unconditional love for everyone without expecting anything in return. And that's where it's unconditional, right? This open heart, it just loves without accepting or expecting anything in return. I discover what is divine in each being, and I join my soul with theirs so that we may grow together in universal love. And if you see here, there's a circle down here of beings, of light beings. To me, I just want to show you guys this beautiful circle of friends. Why I like this one so much is it, to me, reminds me of sky people because of the blue. And this is also these light beings, these beings of light, as well as the power of the circle, of joining hands. So for some of you, they may be prayer, but when many of us hold the light within us, hold space for intentional, unconditional love, and we're not expecting it back in return, this is where this magic happens. And power and intention focused is awesome. And it's also very, very powerful, because when we can do that as well, we're tapping into a greater consciousness. And this wisdom, I feel like, is so important. And it's interesting that that is coming up because the inner alchemist is here. I create my own light. Like the alchemist, I have in me the powers necessary to build a life filled with joy and harmony. Through clear and positive thoughts, deeds, and words, I create my own happiness. As the alchemist transforms lead into gold, it is now up to me to use this inner magic to transform myself. And then this, the inner sense, which is again this goat giraffe energy of trusting yourself, right? Trusting your inner knowing. Today I silence the noise of my mind. I stop listening to my ego and the influence of others. I become aware of what comes from my heart. I listen to my inner voice. I stop doubting myself, and I develop my confidence in my inner sense. My inner truth is the divine truth. And when we connect here to this third eye level as well, we also are connecting to the divine, as well as your crown. I'm so guided to talk to you guys about these calla lilies. For some of you, they may be a really important flower, as well as there may be something in the time that the calla lilies bloom, but you may want to plant them in your garden as well. I also feel it's because they kind of look like a birth canal. That there's a lot of creativity there. When you trust yourself and you love yourself unconditionally as well, and you trust in your own power, there's a lot that can be had and a lot that we can birth into existence. So I'm going to bring now a message from the Guardian Tarot for a little tarot wisdom here. When I was talking about the unconditional love and opening our heart and keeping our heart open, that's really important. I just want to say that with this open heart and this unconditional love, it doesn't mean allow people to abuse you or use you. With unconditional love, it means that if people are constantly crossing our boundaries or expecting something out of us for nothing, we're giving our love, not expecting something in return. But if we're being used, we can walk away with love. we can say, you know what, out of unconditional love for myself, out of unconditional love for you, I feel like now is the time that our spirits part. Okay, you don't have to stay in something just because you have an open heart. And those of us who've been hurt before, that's why we want to close those walls, right? But this again is saying nobody is worth closing your heart off. So some things that may be really important is some heart chakra activations as well, some heart chakra clearing. So let's get some tarot wisdom from the Guardian Tarot, please. And these are tree people. I love this. So you have the Four of Swords that's come out here, and this is about resting. And I feel like what's important, sorry, I got so many things here. What's important about these cards is that this tree, he's on the move. Yes, he's rooted, he's grounded, but he isn't looking so good. He's looking a little thin, a little frail, and it's kind of like ghastly, I feel like, along this path. Spirit's saying, you know what? You need to slow things down. You need to calm your mind. I heard as well with focused intention. And the Seven of Swords is here in the reverse. And I feel like here you can see he's talking to his bird friend as well, connecting with the ethers. And I feel like it's important though, because this particular guardian needs to listen and trust himself first. And this being in the reverse, the Seven of Swords, upright like this, it's about sure listening to others, listening to their points of views, but look at all the noise. There's so many birds in his head. There's so many different people's opinions. There's so many different squabbles I heard and ways of thinking, and that definitely could make us feel like we're a little bit emaciated spiritually. I feel like Spirit is asking us to not, again, to hold on so tightly to what other people feel and what other people would say. They're asking us to remain true in ourselves and to walk our path. Spirit, tell me more about this, please. What more would you have us know? Why is the Seven of Swords? So I do feel like there's something hidden from you. And why I'm saying this is I have 3 cards up, 2 cards that fell down. So I'm going to show you the cards that are up. You have the Five of Wands, again in the reverse. This Five of Wands is about self-reflection, about seeing your struggles and also seeing your internal struggles and the way maybe you've gotten your way and really focusing as well on shadow. And this is in the reverse. All 3 cards that came out were in the reverse. You have the Ace of Wands and the Eight of Wands that came out upside down. And the Queen of Swords in the reverse, somebody maybe not being able to see or think so clearly. With the Star in the reverse, the healing not come. I'm going to flip them over. And I'm also going to read them as there could be some blocks here. And other people's opinions of the way you should live your life may be a major block. I feel like this is also past experiences. You could have an air sign. You could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. You could be an air sign. But like the major stuff here is air. 4 of Swords, 7 of Swords, and needing to see things clearly. When we hold on tightly to other people's views or belief systems, when we are constantly challenging or looking at ourselves and our self-reflection, I feel like I want to read the book for that Five of Wands for you. Because this book gives great reversals. So let's see. Wands. When this card appears in the reverse, it suggests that you are reflecting more on the past than living in the present. Put down the reminders of what was, for they will always remain part of you. Lift up your eyes and be part of the present. That's important, right? So for some of us, we keep looking at this self-reflection and we keep analyzing the past, how we could have done things differently, how we could change, what we did wrong, and this is, or what someone else did wrong, and that's just keeping us in old energy, and it's not keeping our head above the clouds. It's not, allowing us to move forward. So how I definitely feel like that's important, that we want to bring some healing. This could be Aquarius as well, or air sign as well. But we want to bring healing to this situation. And with this, again, focus on the wisdom that we learned. Not hold on to the attachments of how things made us feel. Because the more we focus on that, we again relive them and we experience them. Connecting as well through stars, but being able to see clearly. And I feel like being able to see past old points of views, being able to see as well that we're always growing, we're always learning, we're always evolving, and we're always changing. So to give ourselves a little bit of grace for the places where we may have upset ourselves, or whatever you're holding on to, whatever has caused this need to rest, Spirit's really saying it's not doing you any good to keep looking at it. And we have the Eight of Wands. It was in reverse as well, because no movement can come when we stay focused on the past. The only thing that was upright was the Ace of Wands. And if you can see this, there's about to be new life. The birds here have put their nest in this tree, and they're they're building their nest, and they have eggs here, caring for the next generation and future generations to come. If we stay stuck in the past, we can't move forward to help those people that we have in our world for this generation. So, how can we bring healing? Thank you. How can we bring healing to the situation? And they want me to take the bottom of the deck, which is the World in reverse. Okay. The two that came out was the Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. And this is knowing that you're fulfilled here and now, that what you need is already here. This is also gestation. Some of you could be focusing on your children as well. And also not looking outside of yourself for the answers. And what this card is so beautiful. Being playful with your children as well. And being grounded. So this could be as well an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. But I feel like more than that, this is how can we help heal? Well, we can stop reliving the experiences and stop feeling like our world is upside down, because we can't bring completions until we start focusing on the now. As well as I feel like this Queen of Pentacles, she's very wise. She's very loving. She's very nurturing. So loving ourselves and keeping, again, this open heart, this gentle, open heart. And one of the things as well is I feel like with this past situation, treat yourself like you would a child. Give yourself the grace that you would give your children as well. And there's an importance here. If you can see in the aura, there's a river flowing to almost this, you can see it, a projection of another tree here. That where we water, it's going to grow. And this is also our spirit self. And as well, this tree can move along knowing that the fruits of its labor are here. So that's also to rest your mind, because I feel like as well, you're not lacking in anything. And the past is the past. Try to put it behind you and learn the lessons from it. Because again, we can't have movement. The overarching thing here, again, is to keep our open heart and know that we're our own alchemist, the inner alchemy within us. And here's where I feel like one of the things to do with this Ace of Wands is every time we start to wallow in self-reflection or we start to focus on the past, bring up 3 things that are going on in the present and 3 things that we would like to start, new ideas that we may have. And again, this is so important to come to a sense of unconditional love for ourselves. So I'm going to just end here with the healing with the Angels Oracle. Wow. And the bottom of the deck is Serenity. And I want to show you under him because it's Archangel Michael. With answered prayer. Your prayers are always heard. They're always answered. They may not look like you thought they would, because we can't hold on so much to what we think this 3D reality should look like. We can't hold on so tightly to how we think our prayers are going to be answered. And I heard divine protection. A lot of times there is divine protection at play here, and that to me feels like the donkey. The donkey is wonderful. A lot of farmers will put them with their cows, their sheep, their horses, because a donkey can kill a wolf or a coyote. They'll kick them. They're very protective. And I also feel like with this open heart, that's also protective. It's loving. And this is Archangel Michael again coming in as well, saying, you know what? Holding yourself and being in a place of serenity will, I heard, help a lot of health problems too. So the cards that flew out is Guardian Angel. For some of you, call on your guardian angels if you feel like you need extra support. If you're experiencing fears and anxieties as well, I like Archangel Michael. Ask him to help shield you and to help remove the fears, to help guide you in the right direction. Ideas and inspiration. Know that if you're receiving ideas and inspiration, or you're getting ideas that you want to go do something that's not normally you, why not, right? Know that they're divinely inspired and trust in them. Trust in yourself. Trust in the power of the universe as well. And trust in a divine plan for everything. We have divine guidance. My gosh, you guys are being guided very strongly by the divine. And very strongly to let go of the past, to keep your open heart, because you're here to create a new future for yourself and the rest of the world around us. So focus on your blessings. Again, not the hardships. Focus on the things that are here for us, because this angel is sprinkling them all around. But if we're so stuck looking down to the past, we're not going to see the blessings of the present. And we have here is forgiveness. So something, if we're living the past and reliving the past, one thing that may need to happen is to actively forgive yourself or forgive other people that have been in this. And one of the things that, like I said earlier, forgiveness doesn't necessarily mean that we need to keep letting people who use us back in our life, but forgiving their actions and means that we're going to give ourselves freedom from rethinking about it, from dwelling on it. One thing I like to do, if forgiveness needs to come for ourselves, for allowing situations, for doing things for other people, in quiet time, go back in your mind and imagine, okay, one last time, think about it. Imagine the issue, the moment in time, the act that needs forgiveness, and give yourself a big old hug. And tell yourself, you know what? I forgive you. You're worthy of love. You're worthy of forgiveness. And this was a major lesson and a major stepping stone. You can't change the past. All you can do is focus on the future. If it's with someone else, again, go back there. Give yourself a hug. Give them a hug and say, this is no longer meant for me. And if you need to bring forgiveness to your world right now, it will only be for your highest good, and it will free up energy moving forward for more space for whatever's better and meant for your life. Again, as well, you are your own inner alchemist. What you think, you create. What you nourish grows. What you focus on, you experience more of. So keep in mind that. Keep an open heart and keep growing, my friends. That's what I have for you. I love you all, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.